talk about walk in your authority. That's the title of this devotional. Walk in your authority. Our scripture references 1 John chapter 4 and verse number 4. It says, "Ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world." Walk in your authority. I was driving home yesterday, and as you all know, I'm always open to hear God speak to me in every situation, no matter how simple or how extreme. I want to hear what God is saying. So I was driving home, and there were two SUVs in front of me. One was a black SUV, the other one was a white SUV. The white SUV was in the second lane, trying to get over into the turning lane, trying to merge left into the turning lane where the black SUV was driving. I was behind the black SUV. The white SUV was in the other lane trying to merge over, but the black SUV would not allow him to merge. The white SUV insisted that he was going to merge into the turning lane, but the black SUV just started blowing his horn, saying, no, you're going to collide with us, etc. So finally, the black SUV just hit his brakes, allowed the other SUV to come over. But as soon as the white SUV merged aggressively into the turning lane, the black SUV turned on his blue flashing lights. The white SUV did not realize that he was forcing aggressively and merging into the lane that was occupied by a police officer. The black SUV turned on his blue lights, pulled the other SUV out of traffic, and I'm confident that he gave him a ticket for his aggressive behavior while driving. The SUV that was trying to merge did not realize, did not know, did not recognize who was in the other vehicle. And that's when the Lord spoke. Because that's how the enemy treats us. He treats us sometimes like we are ordinary. He treats us like we don't have any authority. And he hopes that we would live our lives not knowing that we have that authority. Because when we don't know, we let him kind of push us around, take advantage of us, do whatever he wants to do with us. And he thinks he's gotten away with it because we don't recognize our authority and walk in that authority. This verse shows me two or three things. One is our identity. That verse says, "Ye are of God." John begins that verse by reminding us who we are before he ever mentions the enemy. Because if you don't know who you are, it doesn't matter if the enemy comes against you. because he will always overtake you. We have to have our own identity and know who we are. And that way, when the enemy attacks us, we know that we have the authority. The verse says, ye are of God. That means we belong to God. We are connected to God. We are backed up by God. We're not out here by ourselves. Doesn't matter what you're facing, you are not alone. You are of God. And the enemy's first tactic is to have us suffer an identity confusion, not recognizing who we are, or the authority that we have within us. Because if he can make us feel isolated or weak or unsupported, or even make us feel like we're just his equal, then he can intimidate us. But the text settles it for us. We are of God. You are of God. That means wherever we go, God's presence goes with us. We have authority with us and in us. But we have to have true recognition of our identity. We are of God. Second thing the text shows me, we have position. The text says, ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them. And have overcome them. Our position, have overcome. Not trying to overcome, not hoping to overcome, but past tense, have, done, finished, over, have overcome. That means the victory is already settled. The outcome is already determined. The enemy is already defeated. We make the terrible mistake sometimes of thinking that we are fighting for victory. We are not fighting for victory. We fight from victory. We've already won the battle. We're not fighting for it. We're fighting from it. Already have it. And that changes how you ought to respond. You're not fighting for deliverance. You're fighting from deliverance. You're not fighting for success. You're fighting from success. So you don't have to panic when the enemy is pushing us, because we are not trying to win. We've already won. So when we fight, we're just enforcing a win that we already have. We're just letting the enemy know who we are and what authority that we have. So we have to understand our position, identity and our position. And then we have to understand our advantage. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. That's the reason for it all. Greater is he that is in us than he that is in the world. There is a real enemy out there. There is a real enemy trying to merge into our lane, trying to take our position, trying to rob us of our identity, and hope that we don't see our authority and recognize our authority and walk in our authority. But there's somebody in us that is greater, not equal. Stop thinking that you're equal with Satan. You're not equal with him. You're greater than him. He's not comparable to us. We have the greater in us. And he's that's one of the great things about the passage in the text and the reality of life when you're a believer. He is in you. You don't have to go get him. You don't have to go find him. You don't have to uh you don't even have to call for backup. He's in you. That police officer that was driving that black SUV, he didn't have to call for backup. He walked in his own authority. All he did, turn on his lights. And at that point, the white SUV yielded to what he knew he had to do, pulled over and surrendered. So that's what my story is all about. Walking in authority from a scriptural standpoint, knowing that the greater one lives in us. We're not trying to acquire him. He's already in us. We just got to walk in that authority. So uh, oftentimes we let the devil push us around, let him pressure us, let him act like he has the authority over us. But he has misjudged us, just like the white SUV misjudged who he was trying to push around. So stop letting that lesser power bully you around. When a greater power lives in you, you are of God, you've already overcome, and the greater one lives in you. So the next time the enemy, and he's going to try it today, he's going to merge in your lane today. Don't panic, don't fold, don't move out of position. Just remember, you have the authority. Walk in it, exercise it. Let Satan see your light start flashing.